Hey you guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this topic, I wanted to talk to you guys about how the narcissist is mad that they can't come back. The narcissist is mad that they can't come back. You know, I've been there. I've experienced that where the narcissist is angry, they're upset, they're stalking you. They're trying to get in contact with you. They're calling people that are connected to you that you don't even talk to. But they know that those people are connected to you, so somehow they need to talk to you. They need to reach out to you. They're coming to your job. They're coming to your schools. They're coming to places that they know you'll be. They're driving through your neighborhood. They're trying to meet people in your area. They're coming to your home. You know, they're stalking you. They're leaving notes on your car. They're sending you things, sending you money, like you can be bought, like you're some type of prostitute, some type of whore. Here, I'm sending you some flowers. That should make up for me leaving you and calling you names and cheating on you and belittling you and messing up opportunities for you, all the sadistic things that I've done to you. You know, this should make up for it. Things didn't work out the way I wanted them to work out, so I'm back. I'm here. I know you haven't been with anyone. I know that you're lost without me. I know that I secretly still control you because I control your mind, your thoughts, your memories. Come on, let me in. Stop playing these games. You know I love you. You love me. Stop playing these games. I wouldn't be here if I didn't love you. Open the door. Right? They're mad. They're upset. It shouldn't take you that long to open the door. We've done this before. So what if I've been gone for a long time? Months, years, who cares? When it's real love, it doesn't matter the time or distance. You know? You moved to another state? I'll fly out there. Yeah, I'll fly today. Right now. I'll drive a couple of hours from now. Do you need any money before I get there? They come at you like a whole predator. Do you need any money? Do you want some candy? Do you want some candy before I get there? The narcissist is such a weirdo that they actually believe, you know, that you should be thankful that they're back and they brought you gifts. They're like, I brought you gifts. Let's focus on the gifts, on the treats. Let's not focus on what I did to you. They're trying to like brainwash you right away. That love bomb, dinner date, get you a couple of drinks, of champagne in your system, you know, just to use you. The moment that you have a vulnerable moment for this predator and you let your guard down, what this narcissist will do is they'll treat you like the predator that they are, that they've always been. They'll move on really quickly, try to get into your body really quickly. The moment that you notice their weird behavior that doesn't really add up, their lack of emotions, they can only feel emotions for themselves when they're getting themselves into some type of conflict or things didn't go right the way they planned on it going, they can feel it. And if you discard them, they will grow angry because they feel like they wasted their money and you wasted their time for not feeding into their lie. I know someone needs to hear this right now. I know a lot of people that need to hear this right now. When I say the narcissist is mad, they're upset that they can't reach you, that things can't go back to how they were, you needed to hear this because I've been there. They'll come to you crying in tears. I never thought I would ever see a grown man cry. You know, it's rare that I see a man crying. I've seen more women shed tears. Most men, they're keeping it in, especially in front of us, right? So when you finally see that, those tears, for those women out there, when you see those tears coming out, you're going to empathize with the pain that they're feeling. But that pain, because you're an empath, you need to understand that pain that you're feeling, because you can feel that you can feel their energy and you can relate to what they're feeling, because it's painful. But it's not for you. That pain that they're showing, them acting like they're remorseful. No one's taught me how to be a man. No one's taught me things. A lot of things I had to learn on my own, and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. But I've never done the sick things you've done to me. And I wouldn't do that to anyone. I'd rather leave out of that person's life than play with them that way. So why is it that we've went through similar situations, but you're the opposite of me? So when the narcissist wants to come back, they'll cry to you. They'll do the unspeakable. They'll tell you there was a death in the family. They'll tell you, they'll even contact you and tell you that something great has happened actually in their life. Hey, when I was with you and I discarded you, I was going through a bad time. I got into addiction. They'll use things like addiction as to why they're behaving the way they're behaving, and that's BS. Because they'll even tell you themselves, when their ego is so high, they'll tell you themselves, drinking has nothing to do with, the way I feel about you. Yeah, I'm drunk right now, but I still feel the way I feel about life, about people. That has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now. So when they come to you and they're begging to come, into your life, and they're telling you, oh, I need to change. No one's taught me this. I was doing bad at that time. I'm doing better now. I'm doing great. I actually got this new job. I get paid this much. I stumbled across some money, and you're the only person I want to travel with. I want to travel with you. They're lying. They're lying. They're lying. They're trying to have you open that door, and they're mad. See, the narcissist, they're like a spy. They're like an agent. So they might not be going through anything. They might be with a new supply, and they're just coming by just to check on you. And when they're coming to you, you're thinking to yourself, oh, they must have got their karma. That's why they're back. They're acting super desperate. They're acting all crazy. Like, they must have got their karma. Now they realize my value. Now they realize, that I'm a valuable person in their life. And that's what you want to believe. That's what you want to believe. Now they notice I'm a good person. That's why they're back, because they know that I'm the only good person in their life. They have plenty of good people in their life. No one is on board on the narcissist's time, basically. It's not that those people aren't willing to let the narcissist in again, because they thought to themselves, this person, they'll forgive me by then. They think, oh, the more time that goes by, they'll forget about what I did, what I said. I'm going to wait more time. And that has the opposite effect in a lot of people, because the more time, that they leave you alone, first they're constantly discarding you, but they're right back. So you can't really not focus on them because they're in and out of your life. But once they discard you and they're gone for a while, they're thinking you're going to forget. The pain is not going to be as painful. And then they feel like, then I can come back. Then I can come back. It's a game. It's not like I'm coming back because I miss you, or I'm going through my karma, or, the person that I'm with right now discarded me. Sometimes it's just a game to them. Sometimes it's just, I just want to see what you're up to. So I'm going to come back and pretend like this is the worst mistake that I've ever made. This is the worst mistake I've ever made in my life, and I'm desperate to come back. I'm going through something, or I'm lost without you, or you're my other half, you're my soulmate at the end of the day. The narcissist told me that was the biggest loss I ever took. But really, they're mad because things are not going according to their plan on their time. They're playing games with people. The more they distance themselves and they abuse people verbally and physically, the more people will find comfort in being alone, the more they have clarity. So when you don't hear from this person for a while, it's because they feel like at this point you can go weeks, days, months without them. So they feel like when I'm ready to come back, I'll just come back, because, you go from being shelved and discarded every other day to every other week, and they're right back because you're their primary supply. So the primary supply always gets it the worst. And then when you become a secondary supply and you think you haven't been switched, but you've already been switched to a secondary supply, because now the narcissist won't bring you around certain people anymore. And you might say to yourself, well, they know who I am, but they won't bring you around as much anymore. So you don't even realize when it happens quickly. So when they go a long time without talking to you, they feel like, I'll come back on my time. And that's how not just you as a person feels, but they've done this to other people. So other people feel the same way. And this is why you don't want to be caught up into their web, so that you won't feel the way other people feel about them, and so that you won't give them any power. The argument might have not been big. It was something minor, but then things start to escalate. They start getting more disrespectful. Those lies that they keep telling grow bigger and more vicious and more, more volatile. So when it gets to that point where things are volatile and they tell you things that you can never picture someone saying to another human being, they're telling you, go kill yourself, or you're worthless. They say the most nastiest things to you. So, when people get to that point where they feel like, I'm never going back, I'm never talking to this person again. They took it too far with me. They crossed the line. The narcissist knows that. So they'll go from, coming back, being arrogant with you, acting as if, you pissed them off, you did something to them. They'll project things onto you, then they'll accuse you of things you didn't do. So the lies that they keep telling, it keeps growing bigger and bigger. And the more the lie grows, the more their anger, the more their hate for you grows. And they don't even know why they hate you so much. So they hate you for their own lies, to the point where it gets so volatile that they will hurt you physically. And, when they finally have time to themselves, they know what they did was wrong. So when they wait a long time to hoover you back, they're not necessarily coming back because they got their karma, because even when you're the primary source, they'll still hoover you back while they're getting their karma. Even when they're not, getting their karma, they'll still hoover you. They're bloodsuckers. So when they come back, they're looking like, I could have hoovered you a long time ago. It's this arrogance about them. Like, I could have talked to you a long time. I could have got you back a long time ago. I know you're mad, but let's not talk about it. Let's talk about right now. So a lot of times, the longer the discards are, the longer you don't talk to them, because what they're doing is volatile things, diabolical things, sinister things that it's like a horror movie. When you're like, I shouldn't take this person back because I know they're a serial killer now. When you get to that point, when they hoover you, they don't hoover you like they used to hoover you. Now they're taking accountability for their actions. Now they're telling you, that they weren't raised right. Now they're telling you all of these things, and they're looking for you, and they're desperate. And they're showing you emotions. But they're only showing you those emotions because it's been a while since they have not spoken to you. So they know they can't just come in, like they didn't do anything. Although they will do that if they feel like they just don't have the energy to, because they have enough fuel to last them for a while. But if their fuel is running out, they'll come to you begging, pleading, and it's not because they're worried about what they did to you, because they didn't care about it the whole time they've been gone. They only care about how they feel at that moment. So these people are willing to cry, get on their knees, send you money because they don't feel good. But they knew you didn't feel good and they laughed at you. So now the narcissist gets to sit around and think about all the great supplies that they once had, and go down memory lane. And, when everyone's laughing at them, it's all fun and games. But when they're by themselves, or when they're with that new supply that's not fueling them, who's a narcissist, and all the fights are breaking loose in hell, because that's where they live, that's where their permanent residence is at, then now they're mad because they can't come back. You have too much knowledge. They know that the gifts don't mean anything. They know that you see through the gifts, you see through the lies. So because the narcissist cannot control your time anymore, they're going to be upset. They're going to be mad. They'll quickly go from, you don't appreciate my gifts, you didn't care about what I sent you, hey, did you get the money I gave? Anything to get a reaction, anything to get a response out of you. And the moment you don't respond, they slander you to other people. They slander you, and then they come back, and then they're trying to get you to open that door again. They're like, hey, I know I can't come back, but can I talk to you one last time? Can I get closure? How can you not give me closure? How can you not give me closure? I've given you closure. They'll gaslight you, and you're thinking, you've never given me closure. And that right there will make you want to respond to them, because you're like trying to defend yourself, and you have to catch yourself and remember, they just want me to react. They just want me to talk to them. So now they'll say something about you. Oh, I knew you weren't loyal. I knew you really didn't love me. Love doesn't just die overnight. I know, you still have that flame in your heart that's firing for me. Or they'll hit you with the, I just went to the beach, to the same spot where we used to go to all the time, knowing well they've taken so many people to that same spot, and they're mad they can't drag you down there with them. They're like, hey, can you meet me up here? They're mad. How can you be mad? How can they be mad? How can they express anger because you're not on their time? So I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace, and your healing, so that, you don't second guess yourself. You don't second guess your choices, and the choice is always yours. But that choice can be a very dangerous choice depending on the type of narcissist that you're dealing with. Some don't just play mind games, some get physical. So you have to know where that line is, So don't forget to like, you guys. Do not forget to like this podcast so that I can continue to make these videos for you guys. And, if you guys want to book a session with me, my information is on the description. As always, I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.